Let's do it. Welcome to the Straight Red Card. This is your official Canada versus the United States preview. I should have said United States versus Canada since we are at home. So, yeah, we are on segment 3. This is segment 3. We will have another segment after the Canada game. But we are warriors, folks, because it's late at night. And we've both been drinking a lot. And, I've been imbibing in other things as well. So this could get pretty scary in this last segment. This is a warning right now.
It was the other stuff you're talking about is setting dog shit on fire, right?
No, I wasn't actually.
Okay.
You know, the funniest thing I saw today was watching Paralympic weightlifting, and the guy was saying, "Oh, here she goes. Here she goes." She was lifting weights, and oh my goodness, that was a clean jerk. Oh, that was a clean jerk. And that, folks, is a 200-pound snatch. And I was like,
Jesus Christ. Who's in here reading a quote thing that you're just gonna go off on one of your rants, and all of a sudden you said that, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, I was laughing my ass off. I was just laughing my ass off watching that. God. I'm like, the language for weightlifting is disgusting. They need to fix it. They need to change it. But really, honestly, clean and jerk and snatch are just things that shouldn't be said on TV. All right. Well, that's probably true.
What about Skinamax at midnight? You probably said
that. That's what you're expecting from Cinemax at night, but not when you're watching. Not when you're watching the Olympics. If you're watching the Olympics, that's a bit much.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I got a dirty mind. I thought it was horrible. Okay, Jeez. So now we've got the U.S. coming up here. We're coming back home, and you had a quote from Berhalter you wanted to restart this, right?
Yeah. So here's a quote from Berhalter about our performance against El Salvador, and I think it leads nicely into what we should expect coming against Canada.
Okay.
So Berhalter's opening statement at the presser is saying, it was a great learning experience for the group. From my vantage point, there are a lot of...
I'm sorry, that's just jerk off material. That's like whatever, dude.
Well, it's
whatever.
It's a solid opening line.
Oh God, squeak.
From that line, from my vantage point, there's a lot of things to improve. The fight was good. The intention to win the game was good. We've got to get better. We've got to be more connected as a team. So
there we go.
Quite frankly, everything that we said in the first 2 segments, oddly enough, channeling our inner Berhalter without trying to. It's just become second nature to us.
Yeah, he saw what we saw.
There's more.
Okay, go.
Because I don't think we would approach the match again and say, we're going to El Salvador to get a point, really at all. That's not the mindset of the group. You saw the intention the whole game was to win the game. We weren't sitting back. We were trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So basically his approach was we expected to go there and win the game. That's our expectations. We were not going there and hoping to tie, and we would not be going back there to hope to get a tie.
Have you ever played FIFA? I know this is not a legitimate comparison, but if you're playing FIFA on PlayStation or whatever you fucking play it on, and you try to be balls out the whole way, I'm attacking. Guess what happens? It doesn't
score
work.
Goals. Oh, sorry.
No, you don't. You don't score goals because you press too hard, you play too hard, you try things you shouldn't try, and trying things you should try is fine. Trying things you shouldn't try, no, not fine.
Are we still talking about Olympic powerlifting here?
No. But if you've got a 200-pound snatch, that's a good thing. At least in weightlifting. All right. So yeah, here's the thing. What are we going to do versus Canada? What are we going to change? Well, I hope we change at least our general philosophy, because we're going to be attacked by Davies and other people on Canada that are better than El Salvador. So we got to be prepared for that. So first change is no more Ream. that's got to be Brooks, even though maybe Canada's faster, but Brooks is faster than Reed. So he's got to play in that center back spot, and you keep Turner, right?
Yeah, I mean that's assuming we stick with a 4-man back line, or do we branch off to a 3 center back with our 2 wing backs?
We have done that against Canada not long ago, so we could do it again, and that makes this whole thing a mess because if we don't, I mean, are you going with a 3 in the back, 3-4-3?
I'm assuming yes,
or a 3-4-2-1 or a whatever.
I'm assuming a trio of say McKenzie, Brooks, and Robinson.
Okay, all right, that's possible. So if you go with 3, and I'll do the one if it's 4. So if it's 4 in the back, I'm going with on the left Robinson, center back, Brooks and Miles. And then the other one's going to be Yedlin. I'm sorry, I'm leaving Dest out.
Yeah,
I'm leaving him out.
Given that performance against El Salvador, I think you have to.
And I'm sorry, Davies is just too. He's just too dangerous. So I'd rather.
That's also a really good point because you'd be relying on Dest to play 1v1 defense against Davies, and that's a thing.
Yeah, he's going to get burned if that happens.
Yeah.
Rather have Yedlin. He's more defensively present and more defensive minded. And then, of course, Turner. So that's my back 4. If we play a back 4, your back 3, we've already talked about. Are you keeping Turner? Or a lot of people are saying that maybe Stefan's going to be healthy and he's going to get the start.
I'd stick with Turner still.
I'm going to stick with Turner for continuity.
Yep.
Continuity. Continuous. Oh, fuck.
Continuity.
Hey, I'm a fucking English major and I'm losing my mind here. Losing my mind on the show. All right. So then if you're going to play 4 in the back or 3 in the back, and then you're going to play 4 in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Who are your 4?
Robinson, Adams, McKinney, and Yedlin.
Okay. So for my 3 in the middle in my 4-3-3, I'm going to go with Adams and McKinney as well. And then it gets tough, but I think I'm going to go with Aronson again and give him another shot at playing that position with a different wingers on the left, but playing Aronson as the 8 on the left of the midfield. Because he's going to have Pulisic out there to work with next, right? And he's going to have Robinson to work on with on the left. And I don't think they're going to cram up as much as Conrad did with Aronson and Dest. I don't think they're all going to want to do the same thing. I think Pulisic likes to cut in. I think that Robinson likes to go wide. And I think Aronson, who he likes to go wide and in, or do whatever he wants. It'll free him up a little more to do that center midfield 8.
Good work.
Just a thought.
Sure.
Good work. Could be fucked. So that leaves you 3 on top, and you could play that as a 1-2 or a 2-1. What are you going to do there?
I'm just going to mention it, and then the players will do what they do. So I got Pulisic. I'm going to go with Pfok, and then Reyna.
Okay. You could go with Sargent. Too.
I could, but I think I'm going to do is hold Sargent off for Honduras.
Yeah, me too. I'm going with my 3 up top, Pulisic on the left, Reyna on the right, and Pfok starting this time. And it's not because Sargent was horrible. It's just that Pfok showed me more in the little time that he had to play.
Well, again, we have 3 games in 6 days. Players will need rests and breaks. So again, Conrad got to start against El Salvador. He's going to be coming off for Pulisic. That means Reyna is going to be playing 2 games straight, probably the bulk of the Canada game, assuming that he's performing well, of course. Which means that he may get a rest starting against Honduras at that point, because that's a lot of performing in 6 days. So we have to look at the rotation. We got the player pool to rotate, and that's not to say Sargent couldn't come in late in the game, or even Pepe for that matter. But yeah, you got to rotate the players around a bit.
You do, but I tell you who I'm really missing right now as we head towards Canada. Hoppy as the third center forward option. I'm missing that. I wish we had that option. I wish we could try it.
I would love to just have him as a winger option even at this point. Since with Weah going out, I mean, it would be nice to say, especially since we're trying the Aaronsons or the Reynas in the midfield, we might as well have a full replacement for the wingers. I'm not saying that we talked about Hoppy and how we both want him to be in the center and how great it would be for like a Pulisic, Hoppy, and Reyna trio, or insert whoever you want, I guess. But just having him as an option for a winger would be nice.
Yeah. So predictions. Actually, before we get to predictions, in every 3 segments we do, I'm supposed to do a German lesson with you, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I told my mom. I'm giving Brett German lessons, German language lessons. She's like, oh God. And I told her some of the things that I've made you say. And she's like, oh, why do you do that to Brett? So not nice. Not nice.
I'm a nice guy. You just...
I'm like, Mom,
make me look like a fool.
Brett doesn't give a shit. That's what I told her. He doesn't give a shit. He'll say anything.
Word.
All right, let me make up some nonsense.
Now make sure when you give it to me, don't give me like 85 fucking words at once. Give me at least a second to be able to say some of them.
All right, here we go. I'll do them in segments.
Thank you.
Ein Bar hat mein Essen. Ein Bar hat mein Essen.
Ein Bar. Sorry,
hat mein Essen.
Hat mein Essen.
Und Scheiß. Now you're going to do every word? Really? You're that fucking drunk?
I'm going to go with it. Und Scheins.
You know, und. Christ almighty. Und Scheiße in meiner Spülmaschine.
Jesus Christ. Say it one more time for me.
Und Scheiße in meiner Spülmaschine.
Und Scheiße. Und... Oh.
In meiner...
In meiner?
Spülmaschine.
Spülmaschine.
Gefressen. All right. Oh, man, that was painful.
That was super painful.
All it means is a bear ate my food and then shit in my dishwasher.
All right, I heard shit. So
I don't know. I'm just making up nonsense tonight. But there's your language lesson for the night. The word for dishwasher in German is Spülmaschine.
Makes sense. So a week or so ago, I mentioned how you were speaking in German. I said, dude, you left off a lot of uns. And you're like, I don't think that's German. And now we're saying und.
I did not know what the fuck you were talking about. You were like, und. It sounded like und. I didn't know you were saying und.
Yeah.
That's totally like und. And I'm like, well, fuck, what the fuck is that?
That's
N-N-D?
Well, that's my stereotypical German sound, similar to like when I say Ligue 1, you know?
Yes, Ligue 1.
And I'm proud that a lot of our fans are finally learning how to pronounce that sporting league.
Yes, it's very important for them to know Ligue 1.
You play an EPL or Ligue 1.
I don't think there is a Ligue 2, is there? No, there isn't. They name it something else, I think. There's no Ligue 2. Too close to different.
That's totally different than a different league. I'm just saying it's pretty close, though.
Yes, I know a little French too, my folks, but I can't speak it. I'm like on a 2 on a 10 scale there. All right, what the fuck were we supposed to do to end the show?
Predictions, I guess?
Yeah, we were going to give predictions on what we think the score is going to be. I'm going to go with 2-1 United States. 2-1 United States.
I'm going with 8. No, sorry. I'm going with 3-0.
3-0. You think we're going to win 3-0?
Yes.
God damn. From your lips to fucking Christ's ears.
Better. Nostradamus as predicted.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I think after Canada tied that last game, they're coming fucking barrels blazing with their best starting 11.
Well, sure. Well, ironically, I think that's sort of what the U.S. are going to be doing too.
Mhm.
So I think we'll come out. We'll come out
All
with
right.
the win. I
just
predicted
hope-
9 points for the window. That's kind of shot shit at this point. But the
Yep.
7 points that the low end 7 points that I predicted is still doable.
No, it's not.
It totes is.
Nah.
We're
We're
coming out with
looking
8 points.
I think we're looking at 5 at this point,
Nope,
honestly.
Eight or nothing. 8 or bust.
I hope you're right. I hope you are
There's
right.
no way to get 8.
No, there is no way to mathematically get an 8. So I just thought you were being funny.
Oh, I am being funny.
But like not haha funny, but I guess that is a joke in a way. So we can't get mathematically an 8, but I think
not in this window.
I think we're going to come away with this with a 5, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. I hope it's 7, because that's what we all said. You, Filippo, and I all said was acceptable. So let's.
I will also state, just for all the punditries out there and everything like that, that if we do come away with 5, that would mean that either we've won away against Honduras or we tied at Honduras, which a point on the road is a win, Derek.
No, it's not anymore. It's just not. I'm sorry. But all right. Well, that's going to do it for this show. It's like 1:30 in the morning. We're both toasty roasty. It's time to hang it up. So make sure you like and subscribe. Rub it on your butt, not your asshole. Rub it on your butt. Keep it clean. Just the meaty parts of the butt, and then share it with your grandma. Until the next time on the Straight Red Card, we'll see you right after the Canada game. Good night.